Good morning. Good morning. This is Master BCM TV on YouTube. Master BCM TV on YouTube. You are welcome back to my channel. Please, as you enter one by one, please, in the name of God, let me share the video out so that it can reach many people, so that it can go viral, so that many barbers, many stylists, many proprietors, many barber engineer will get the advantage. Please let me share the video out. As you enter one by one, please let me share the video out. In the name of God, let me share it out so that it can go far. Many people can have the advantage of watching the video. It's very important. Master BCM TV YouTube channel. This is channel where you watch different type of sharpening tutorials. Different type of sharpening tutorials. This is a channel where you learn how to sharpen different type of clipper blades professionally, logically, strategically, technically, correctly, professionally, okay, with error free. This is a channel where you learn how to sharpen the surface of the stone, how to maintain the surface of your stone when sharpened finish, how to maneuver your way in sharpening different type of clipper blade professionally, logically, technically, strategically, okay. How can you identify original stones? How can you know the type of stone you can put on your bench for sharpening? How you can know the type of stone you can use as your special stone? How you can know the type of stone you can use as your biscuit bone or catalyst? All this, when you subscribe to my channel, you press the notification button, you watch my videos, you are going to understand all. This is a YouTube channel where many people have learned how to sharpen the clipper blade, how to sharpen the store. Then I've opened all my membership video, almost 800 plus. I've opened them all and I'll put one there. I've opened them all finished for you to watch. So who really want to learn this sharpening? Who really want to know how to sharpen clipper blade professionally, technically, okay? You need to subscribe to this channel. It's under must. We need to subscribe. We need to subscribe because different type of tutorials will be coming. Different type of important videos will be coming every day by day. Then they will not resemble each other. Different type of videos, different from the one I've produced in the past. And that is why I always advise, watch the new videos. After watching the new videos, please go back again to watch the previous ones. I don't have old films. All our current films, evergreen videos, where you watch them and learn. They can never be outdated. Yeah. And that is why I'm still telling you that after subscribing to this channel, pressing the notification button, you still need to come back for another tutorial. Because tutorial never ends. You still need to come for another reasonable tutorials because sharpening of clipper blade deal with sense. Then we have designed down many type of videos pertaining to the sharpening, pertaining to the how to clear the error on the surface of the stone, of the blade of the stone. How can you sharpen the clipper blade professionally, logically, technically, okay? How do you know where to place your thumb? How do you know how to position your blade? How do you know when your stone surface is dull? How do you know how to maintain your stone surface so that you not dull forever? You continue using it once you have sharpened it once. All these things you are going to learn it. You are going to learn. That is why I'm saying it's compulsory now for us to subscribe and press the notification button. People have been watching this video since you have not subscribed. The lucky ones again that this is the first time you are watching the video, let us subscribe now before we go further. This video you are watching, Look under it by the right hand side. You will see where they write subscribe. 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 Use your finger to press it. It will now change to subscribe. SUBSCRIBED with a notification bell beside that D. Press that notification bell. It will now give you 3 bell options. Press the one at the top, painted white or black in color. The right A double L beside it. Press it, which means you have taken the notification. The moment I come on live, either I told you, I did not told you, you know, you did not know. Once you're on your phone, you are going to see it lively. The notification will come to you direct. Anything going on the channel, you have to know it. That is important of subscribe and the pressing of notification. Then subscribe will carry you back to go to the main channel and see all the YouTube video I produce. Also, the membership video I've said I've opened to public. You are going to see all. It's from watching the videos, the present one, the previous one, and the updating one. That's the only best. That is only the best way you can take to know how to sharpen the clipper blade, how to sharpen the stone, how to maintain your standard. When you have getting it right, finished, some people will say, hey, I cannot sharpen again after I sharpen for a month. No, your own will not be like that. Try to watch the tutorials very well. Yeah? Let us subscribe before we go. Our tutorial for today is how to correct 1/3 1/3 sided cutting blade. 1/3 sided cutting blade. How do we want to correct it? I will explain it all. Then number 2, how do we manage to get this kind of error? How do we manage to get this kind of error? How do we manage to get it in? How many ways can we get this error? Can this error comes from? Then how are we going to test for us to know that this is the kind of error on the surface of the blade? Then after knowing how the error comes, after knowing how you can test, then how you can rectify the surface of this blade now to bring it back to normal so that it will be working correctly. Let me show you now. See this blade I'm showing you. You see where I put the masking tape. That is only the area working. The whole area, the remaining area is not working at all. After somebody's sharpening is finished, or after you sharpen is finished, you now discover that when you put small hair like this, you test. All this area are not working at all. All this area, they are not working at all. But you now discover that this small portion, when you divide the blade into 3 surfaces, here 1, 2, 3, that's 1/3. Only 1/3 by sided is working fine. You now discover, and there are some people they can use it like that. This corner, they be using it to barb, to shape. But if you want to correct it now, you want to sharpen it to normal. You want the whole mouth to be working. How are you going to sharpen it? How are you going to correct the error on the surface? 1/2 sided cutting blade error. How do you want to clear the error out? Those are the things you want to solve today. And by the grace of God, I don't want to waste much time. I want to do it very, very snappy, sharp. And some customers, some subscribers used to call me, some viewers used to call me, you don't need to rush, yo. I better do this thing small. Okay, how do I want to do it? I'm tired now. And I don't want it to go far. Okay, I will manage. Anyhow, we have to do it better so that people will really understand what you are trying to fashion out. You see this blade now? This error can happen to the bottom clipper blade. At the same time, it can happen to the upper clipper blade too. The 2 blades can get the error. When you mount it on each other, you see how the way it is? You see it now on top of each other. Then when you open it like this, it will be adjacent. You see it in this way? You see like this, it will be adjacent when you open the surface down. Then when you close it up, it will agree to each other in this way. You see it in this way? So this side covered is not working, it's working. The remaining area is not working at all. This area is not working at all. It's not working at all. But this area is working like a new clipper blade. How do we manage to get this kind of error? How do you place your thumb to get this kind of error? Where exactly can this error come from? Is this from the stone, from your thumb, or from the blade? Then how can you test? to know whether this error is there. After you have tested, you have know where the error comes from. How are you going to rectify this blade so that it's going to work like a new one again? And it won't waste much of your time. It won't consume your large proportion of your chemical, and it will not, you will not sharpen it in a way to waste the inner surface of the blade. You don't sharpen to waste. Yeah, you manage in sharpening so that you won't consume all at once. So this is now very, very important. Then before you go up, let me still remind you again. If you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe now. If you have not pressed the notification button for this channel, press the notification button now, because see this program now. I program this work around that kind 6. Around that kind 6 o'clock. See the time it's come up now. I do many videos. I do media, I do media, I do comedy, I do tutorials. So I'm a very, very occupied somebody. I do 6 different type of work together in my studio. So I may program tomorrow that the tutorial is coming up tomorrow, and you see me now. And I may promise 1 hour ahead. I'm telling you sincerely, it may be tomorrow you see me. But when you subscribe to this channel, those are the reasons I'm telling you, because I'm not forcing anybody to subscribe. But if you want to be watching the program, you don't want to miss it, you need to subscribe to this channel. That is number 1. And you need to press the notification button for you to be seen, for you to be getting notified. Immediately I come on live, the notification will come to you immediately. The film will carry itself to you, to your screen. It will open by itself. If it doesn't open, the notification will come that MasterBYstep TV is on live. You have to know it. So that is the reason why you need to subscribe. Number 1, 2, and number 2 is that you need to be watching the video if you really want to know how to sharpen ClipperBlade very well. You need to be watching the present video, because you still need to go back and watch many videos in the back. Therefore, you still need to come back again to watch another video if you want to know this work. All the video I'm producing doesn't resemble each other. The one we produced previously, they are good there. You need to watch them. The present one you need to watch, and the one we have not done safe ahead, you still need to be watched. You gather all these senses together to make your own senses and be sharpening ClipperBlade correctly. That is why I'm saying you need to subscribe to this channel and press the notification button. At the same time, you need to still come back again to watch another tutorial, because all are valuable tutorials. No one you can miss. Like in the afternoon now, we did tutorial on the two-sided working, the center not working. Now this night, now I've shown you how to clear that one. Now this night, now once 1/3 of the area is working, the 2/3 is not working. Does it resemble the afternoon? Different the way you are going to clear the error. That is why I'm saying if you base only on the new video, you can't know this work. If you base only on the old ones, you can't know it. And if you base on the new videos, you can't know it unless you watch the 3. The one we produced previously, you go and watch. The present one you watch. The one we have never done, subscribe now, press the notification button if you have not subscribed before, for you to see the new ones again. Those are the 3 steps you need to watch for you to gain standard, for you to gain more knowledge, for you to have full experience. You know everything surrounding the sharpening of the ClipperBlade before you enter into the sharpening. The moment you don't know anything surrounding the sharpening of the ClipperBlade, you will be doing it, you can't get it right. Like somebody want to learn driving, you don't want to know trafficator, gear, clutch, you don't want to know anything, and you still want to drive. How do you want to do it? When to apply the clutch, you don't know. When to apply the brake, you don't know. How to apply the brake or motion, you don't know. How to change your gears, you don't know. They did not explain anything for you. They just put you by the back of the steering. Oh yeah, start the motor and be going. Accident will come now. So sharpening of ClipperBlade with stone is the same thing like driving of a car. If you don't know all these things surrounding the sharpening, and you say you want to learn, and you want to sharpen, you can't go far. You can't even go anywhere. So our today's lesson is how to clear 1/3-sided cutting blade error, how to rectify it, how to test for it, how can you manage to get that kind of error. And you say you want to sharpen ClipperBlade, you don't know where to place your thumb so that the error will come. You don't know where to place your tongue so that the error will not come, and you want to sharpen different type of ClipperBlade successively. And you know the type of ClipperBlade we have in the industry now. Different type of ClipperBlade, different company may making them. Like weight are different. sizes are different, stubbornness are different, teeth are different, so the shape are different. So how do you want to now to sharpen all these ones? It's not easy. And at the same time, see all these stones you are watching. Let me zoom back a little. Look at these stones you are watching. So these stones you are watching, you see 4 stones here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still have some ones here now. About 5 is still here. See those one here too. If I want to work now, I use all these stones to do only one work. No matter how you use your blade, I'm telling you, it's not by mouth. Anywhere you are in the world, transfer your clipper blade to me. Send it to me as message. Let me sharpen. I will do the video. I will do the video for you the way I've sharpened all, and I will test them. They will work fine before I send it to you back. No matter how you use the blade, I will sharpen it. I'm telling you seriously. No matter how the blade rotten reach, I will sharpen it. Because I have pattern of doing the work. I form patterns, way of doing it. How to deal with each problem. I've prepared their stones down and chemicals. Look at here again. Look at this area. I have different type of chemicals here. Look here, I have different type of chemicals here. You see here, I have different type of all these things are formed together, gathered together. Don't be me make them Oyibo, now white men make all, but I gather them together to use them for my own work. Yeah, there are many things I begin to be showing you here. If you have some people sharpening clipper blade, they will say it's not part of the instrument. But I gather how to form my own. That's why I used to say it. Anything you see here, any method you see here, applicable to my own studio only. I'm not saying applicable to the whole world, because I formed them and they are working for me right. And I'm very sure, have the confidence using it to cheat the whole world that what I'm doing is right. I don't see it anywhere. I formed all by my own sense. Now let me zoom. I want you to see this blade very well. I want you to see it very well. Yeah. Because I will be on the seat now. I will be on the seat so that I will be explaining. I want the camera to pick it very well. Yeah. You see this blade now? Don't try to zoom out again. You'll just leave it in that way. If I zoom in, you zoom out. You see this blade now? Assuming somebody brought this clipper blade to you for sharpening, and you want to sharpen it. If you don't know many things surrounding the blade, there are some customers, they have sharpened the clipper blade before they brought it to you. And in my environment here, when they sharpen the clipper blade by themselves, they don't get it right. They still get another way of, they get one way of cancelling the sharpening of the surface of the blade. If you don't know much about sharpening, when you look at the surface, you will think it has been used for a long time. Some people will use the surface to rub the ground very well. They now mount it on the clipper, horn it like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, so that the clipper will run it very well. They won't put oil or small oil or kerosene. They normally use kerosene. When they put small kerosene, the clipper will now run it. They hide the speed. So after they remove it again, it will be as if they've been using it or they've sharpened it about a month ago. It will change the surface, cancel that new sharpening there. No, they resharpen it and it doesn't work, and they put error on the surface. They now confuse the person who wants the person they want to go and give it to, so that the person will not know that they have sharpened it now, or just of recent. They cancel the sharpening. I will still do a tutorial on that one. When you sharpen your clipper blade, you don't get it right, and you want to go and give it to somebody, you don't want that person, somebody to know. If that person is not a real professional, you get the way you do the surface. When you do finish, you give to that person will not even think, say, you nearly sharpen it. The person will think that you have sharpened it almost a month ago. The surface will change. But when you now put it on the stone, using the system he used to be used in sharpening, he will now test error. The blade will not work. From there, the sense will now come, say, what is this work giving me? You will now be studying the inner surface. This place is up, this place is down, this place is up, this place is down. From there, he or she will now discover that the blade carry errors. and they bring that kind of clipper blade to you, how do you want to sharpen it as a real professional or somebody who's learning, who have the idea? You first test the blade. So far, you are not the one that use it. Only the clipper blade you use. Oh, my hand is getting out. It's okay. It is here. Only the clipper blades you use for yourself or your apprentice use. Those are the only clipper blade you know the condition. Don't ever trust any customer. I face difference of challenges in sharpening of the clipper blade. Some people can sharpen 10 sets of clipper blade, they don't get it, and they will cancel the sharpening. They will not brought it to me. And some people do say the truth. Master BCMTV. I don't perform nonsense. What did they happen? We say, I don't try. I get one stove for my shop. I don't try them now. You see how 10 sets of clipper blade are sharpening them. All no work. You know, say that one say the truth. Many people will not tell you the truth. For that one now, you know, say you must have to test. But either they tell you the truth, they don't tell you the truth. You need to test your clipper blade. As a learner, you need to test. Even a professional, you need to check. Because you will later sharpen it, but it will first dribble you if you don't test it. Once you test it, you know where the error is. You have rest of mind in that place. Then you know where to start, where to end your job. But where you don't test, don't put it on the stone. You first misroad before you carry yourself, come to the center of the road again. And if you are not an expert, you won't sharpen it. You continue putting another error again. So this kind of error now, only when you divide the blade into three portions in the front like this. Let me see the camera. Yes. You divide into three portions. Only 1/3 of it is working by the corner. Or it may be this corner or the other corner here. Only one side is working. Either here or here. Either of the side is working. How managed can you get that kind of error? In many ways, that kind of error appear on the surface of the blade. It can appear through the thumb. Who sharpen it last may have the thumb problem. The way you place the thumb on the back of the blade can cause this kind of error. This kind of error can cause it. And the surface of the stone can cause it. Surface of the stone, somebody used to sharpen this clipper blade. I will explain everything for you. Oh. It can cause this kind of error. At the same time, somebody who sharpened this clipper blade in his or her own area now, he did not get it right, and he canceled the sharpening, now brought it to you. So the error can still come from another person. The blade can carry the error come by itself. You see it? But when you sharpen on your own, you can bring the error on the surface of the blade through the tongue, through the surface of the stone. So of the stone now, I used to say it, many people don't know how to use the surface of the stone. This is the surface of the stone now. This is the surface. Many people don't know how to use it. They don't know how to use it. Some people are lucky to get original stone that is working fine. And they see somebody to sharpen it for them, or they sharpen it by themselves. But they don't know how to use stone. How you will know that somebody don't know how to use stone? Let me zoom back a little bit because I want to drop this blade down so that I can be able to sit in this. You can see the blade now. There are some people, they know how to sharpen the surface of the stone very well, but they don't know how to use the surface very well. Take note of. Some people know how to sharpen the surface of the stone. When they buy the stone, they know the way they can fashion the surface out so that they sharpen the clipper blade. Professionally, logically, technically, strategically, okay. You see? But coming to the using of this surface, coming to the using of it professionally, they don't understand it. They don't know it. In the sense that when they want to be using this blade now, some people, we get different ways of positioning the blade. Some people place their blade in this way. I've seen it. Some people place their blade in this way. I've seen it. Some people place their blade in this way. I've seen it. Some people put it anyhow. They just drop it on the surface. Any angle you make, it doesn't concern them. They just place it on the stone. You see? Then where we place our tongue, different. Some people use only one place. Maybe they cover all like this, sharpening. Some people use one side. Some people divide it into three, depending on how a person uses it. But what concerns me most is how they are sharpening on the surface of this stone. This is the head. This is where we are sharpening, and here and here. Let me see the surface. Yeah. Here and here we are sharpening, mostly here. When they place it, some people place their thumb here, exactly here, different places. But they begin to be, let me divide the stone like into two now or three. You divide it into two like this, or you divide it into three portions. They now be using one side, sharpening all the time. Before they change it to another side, they may sharpen like 10 sets of clipper blade at one sided like this of the stone. After now their mind change, they can sharpen like one time here or two times today, cancel the sharpening till tomorrow again. Tomorrow again when they start, they can start here, sharpening for here throughout the day. Not touching this area, not touching here at all. Next tomorrow now, they can sharpen by the center of the blade. Look at the center here. This is the center of the stone here. They can maintain this center, sharpen it through this center. So they don't have pattern in using the surface of the stone. They don't have actual way they make their movement on the surface of the stone. They don't have one particular design they follow in sharpening the clipper blade on the surface of the stone. What do I mean? What do I mean is that you use your stone when you sharpen a set of clipper blade, the upper clipper blade and the bottom clipper blade. After finishing, when they ask you which part of the surface you have used on the stone, you cannot point specifically. You say you use all the surface, all, because no place is left untouched during the sharpening. After the sharpening, you now discover that you touch all the surfaces, all the complete surface you touch in sharpening. When they say you should point to one area, the blade doesn't touch, you can't point. That is the best way of using the stone surface. But when you can point, you divide your stone into three like this. Let me see the network. Oh, the network is still okay. You divide your stone into three like this. You divide into three. You carry this one away. You are using 2/3 of the stone to sharpen clipper blade. You forgot about this area totally for almost 1, 2, 3 days. Some people will not even touch here since they started using the stone. This is one area they will be using the stone, and so far the stone is new, it's original, and they sharpen it well. Before this stone will disappoint you, it may take over a month, like 3. If you sharpen continuously like many blades in a day, you can't pass a month before you fumble. If to say once in a while, even it can last you a year. Somebody using it for personal clippers, maybe he has two or one clipper blade or 3 or 4. So, and it's not sharpening almost from time to time. Maybe he's sharpening one today, he now use it like 3 or 4 days, he sharpen another one again. Before the surface will quench, it will take a time. It may even you reach like 3 months. But somebody who sharpen like the way I'm sharpening here, no day you will not sharpen like 30 sets of clipper blade, 40. How do you want to do it? Before 2 weeks, the difference will come when you divide your stone into 3 like this, 1, 2, and you are using 2/3 of it, leaving 1/3 of it empty. You don't touch it at all. Yes, 3 weeks to 4 weeks, this place will go down. You won't take your eyes to see. But when you watch it, you get it through computer. Computer is going to tell you this area is lower. So this area will come down. This 2/3 of the stone surface will come down that 1/3 of the surface. Now here will be a hill, higher area. There will be a lower area, shallow area. So when it happens now that you place your blade on it, you see it like this. Stone is touching this side. Stone is touching this side. Or you are using 2/3 or 1/3 of the surface. You are using 1/3 to sharp. This 1/3 now goes down than the, what do you call it, than this side, 2/3 of it. Error is going to come. So it can come through the surface of the stone, it can come through your tongue. At the same time, it can come through the person who brought the clipper blade to you. Maybe you are sharpening it wrongly, or the person doesn't just what, you don't know how to sharpen clipper blade, now brought it to you. The blade may come with that error. Those are the 3 areas. But for the surface of the stone now, when you divide the stone into 3, the blade and the stone into 3, 1, 2, 3, you divide it into 3. So this side is completely down. this side is down. So when you sharpen clipper blade on it, this side will be chopping. This side will be chopping the inner surface than these two areas, these 2/3. And if this side, 1/3 of it is down, this 1/3 of it is down here, then you are using it for sharpening. This place will go up, this place will come down. Then when the plenty this area now is down, I use it for sharpening, this place will go up. Or this place will come down, this place will go up. So therefore, making the 2/3 of the surface of the stone, either it comes down or it go up, depending on how you use the stone. If you divide your stone into 3, you are using only one side to sharp. This 1/3 will go down. And once this place go down, you are sharpening your clipper blade. The blade the surface that match here now will not touch the ground. You will only be sharpening here. And the moment you are sharpening here will be going down. This 2/3 of the blade, like this one now. This place is down totally. You are using this side always is down now. This area is down. That is the surface of the stone that will bring that kind of error. This area is down totally. This area is up. So when you are sharpening the clipper blade now, this area will be chopping. And no, this area is down, this area is up. This area will be chopping. This 2/3 of it will be chopping. Then this area will not chop. After you're sharpening now, you now test. You see that area that doesn't chop. It will chop, but it will be small. Out of 100%, now this one will chop like 95. This one will chop like 5%. When you put your back clipper blade on it, it's the same thing. When you now put the two on top of each other, this area that this one follow, this area that this one follow, when you now put them on top of each other, only this side will be working. This side that the stone touch small, because this one, the stone don't touch am well. You don't chop am well. This place will go down. The blade will not have contact. 2/3 of it will not have contact. Only this 1/3 you have the contact, because the stone doesn't touch it very well. It doesn't chop it too much. It's an heel area. From here like this, these two sides now, 1, 2, these two sides now will chop, because this area is higher. 2/3 of the stone is higher. You always use here. So it will chop in here. To chop very well. Chop here very well. Then this area will not chop. Therefore, when you now put the place, you sharpen them, finish your upper and the bottom clipper blade, you now gather the blade together. This area that doesn't chop well will match each other. They will first meet contact. This one will lose space. In between the upper clipper blade inner surface and the bottom clipper blade inner surface, there will be clearance. Immediately at the end of this first line, these two areas will have line, will have gap inside. And the moment there is gap inside, it cannot cut any here. Only this small area, 1/3 of it will get contact. So 1/3 of it will be working. This 1/3 will be working. This 2/3 will not work at all, because there is clearance. This stone is heel here. This place goes up. 2/3 of the stone surface, this area is up, this area is down. So when you put the blade on it, here will be touching blade first. It will be consuming blade before this one will be chopping. Then this one has chopped almost 95% of the height of the blade before it now touches here. For the upper clipper blade, for the bottom clipper blade, when you now attach the two blades together, where it doesn't touch too much is an heel area. For the upper clipper blades and the heel area, for the bottom clipper blades and the heel area. When you now attach them, it is those heel area will touch each other. This shallow area will not touch. Therefore, complete 2/3 of the blade will not work at all. Only 1/3 of it will work. Is that what the fault is? The last fault I'm explaining now is through the stone, through the way you are using your stone. Because when you nearly buy the stone you are using it will not show. But continuous using, one place will go down, one side will go. When you divide the stone into 3, 1, this 1, 2, 3, 1/3, this one part has go down. You always sharpen your clipper blade around there. I've watched many people now, the way they sharpen. Some people don't even have specific place. They just be doing. Some people may stay. I'm coming. Let me find a blade that. Okay. When some people want to sharp now, let me look at the screen. When some people want to sharp, see this area like this, look here like this. When they buy the stone new, they will only be moving around this area, around the center, or they are sharpening around the center like this. They won't reach up, they won't reach down. They sharpen within this rectangular form here, this center here. And when the stone is new, you sharpen like this, you know how to sharpen before, you have the idea, you sharpen like this, when you test, it's working fine. This stone is good. Then you continue using this area. Watch carefully. You always sharpen within this area. And there's one thing I want you to take note. When you sharpen ordinarily like this, the stone will not chop too much. But the moment you apply kerosene on the surface, you see this kerosene, it allows the surface of, when you sharpen your stone very well, when you know how to sharpen the stone, it gives this surface opportunity, the power. It gives this surface power, enough power to be chopping iron anyhow. But when you don't put anything on the surface, you just put your blade on top like this, it will chop, but it will not be excessive. Then it will be chopping abnormally. The surface will not smooth and will not flat. But the moment you put chemical on it, either kerosene, see it in this way, either kerosene, either oil, either this, anything you put on top that is chemical, you now put the blade, you have given this surface of the stone power, that is 95% ratio to 5% or 98% ratio to 2%. Let me explain it for you. The rate this surface will be chopping the inner surface of the blade, it will be around 98%. No matter how you are using two things to rub each other like this, if this one is powerful, it will be chopping this one 98%. At the same time, as low as this one reach, this one itself will fight back against this surface. It will fight back. This one cannot be chopping only. It cannot be chopping only. Let me give you the example now. See this. This is a special stone. Let me see whether the camera can pick it. Yes. This is a special stone. No. Okay, this is a special stone. This one is heavy. After this one now, this one is heavy. Well. When this one fall down, it's not easily broken. What makes this one to break if it fall down? If this one fall the same way, when this one fall, break into two with the same motion with this one. When this one fall down, this one may break into 3 or 4 because this one is heavier, thicker, stubborn to break than this one, which means this one is powerful than this one. This one is a sharpening stone on the bench. This one is sharpening stone using as a material on the surface of the super hard manual sharpening stone, sharpening clipper blade on the bench. Try to understand me. This one is the most powerful, followed by this one, followed by this. So this one, as you are watching it now, before this one we chop, when we divide the height into 5, before you chop 1/5 of the height, it will chop like 100 of this one. You know, this one is going little by little. Look at the side. Small, it will be going. This one may take 2 years before you finish. Before it turns to all this kind one. Try to understand what I'm saying. Before it turns to all this kind one, it may take 2 years. But this one I hold, this one is bigger. This one may not pass. If I work continuously, do tutorial, sharp for myself, sharp for customers, it can last 3 months. This bigger one now. So can you see now? Before this one will finish now, this one can chop 100 of this one. Before this one will get to the 1/5 of it, it can chop like this one, 200 of this one, chopping this one like 100. You see it in that way. So which means this one is the strongest one, followed by this one, followed by this. So try to explain this the blade on the stone now, to say this is the one we are using for sharpening. When you place the blade on the stone sharpening with chemical, the chemical will help the surface of the stone you have sharpened to be chopping the inner surface of this blade easily at the ratio of 98%. That remaining 2%, no matter how this one they will reach, is going to fight back against this one. That is why I'm saying you're supposed to know the way to sharpen, to be using your stone, because as you are using this one to sharpen here, believe this one is still fighting back against this one at the rate of ratio 2%. Small to chopping this one, small to be chopping this, you may not take hours to see it. It may take a longer time before it can show, but sooner or later it's going to show. That is why you need to learn the way to move take your movement on the surface of the stone. So when you want to sharpen clipper blade, I have two methods here using to sharpen the clipper blade. Either you divide we are coming to this one, but if I don't explain this one very well, you will not get this what I'm doing, the tutorial we want to do. That's what I'm trying to explain very well. I have two ways of sharpening the clipper blade in my studio. Number one is to divide the stone into two. The surface, you divide it vertically into two. Then you divide your blade horizontally into two. Not like this. Try to watch you, not like this. You divide this one horizontally into two. You divide the stone. No, I'm saying this one is horizontal, this one is vertical. You divide the stone vertically into two. Then you divide the blade in the other side too. You see it in this way. So you use this part of the blade to sharpen this half part. You sharpen the half part on this side. This second remaining half part, you sharpen it on the second remaining half of the stone. Which means when you first sharpen this one now, you left this one untouched. After you sharpen this one now, you sharpen this one to balance with this one. That is why I'm saying any number of to and fro you count for here. If you go to and fro 20 times for here, you still have to repeat the same thing for the other side. The way you press it down here for 20 times to and fro have to be the same thing you press it here. Equation balance. Then the way you treat the surface, that is meant the way you apply the kerosene oil or mixture of kerosene and oil, anything you are using on the surface of the stone. When you are sharpening here, I still have to be the same. You still need to treat the surface of the stone the same way you have treated the side. You have to treat the other side. So which means after the sharpening now, whatever thing you do for this side, whatever thing you do for this half, you see this half now, the same thing you repeated for this one, no difference, equally in everything, equity. So that is the way to use your stone, so that at the end of the day, when you sharpen like 100 set of clipper blade in the day, 10 set of clipper blade in the day, a set of clipper blade in the day, you totally use the whole surface of the area. No space is left. So the surface will be going down the same way. It will be taking the same level. No part will be lower or higher than the other. That's number one. Then number two is zigzag. When you go straight like this, you come back a little bit. You leave that area you started, just give it a little bit gap. Then you go straight again. Then you come to the side a little. Then you go straight again. You go zigzag movement to cover here. You cover down. You cover the hub. Then you cover the total side. When you go like this, to and fro, to and fro, to and fro, to and fro, in zigzag movement to cover this area too. You see like this. When you first go like this, you go here like this. When you are coming back, see my pointer. Let me see whether the camera can pick it. Yeah, the camera can pick it. You come back in this way. You see like this. When you are going up again, you go straight like this. When you are coming back again, you come back in this way. When you are going again, you go in this way. You go up in this way. That is how you go like this. Zigzag movement. So the way you start here, you cover the whole surface of the stone here, together with down here, together with the hub. You cover as you are going, you cover up the center, then you cover here. When you are going back now, you go, you cover. When you are coming to the other side, that is how you continue going. So after the sharpening now, let me show you now. You want to sharpen for this side now. You cover here. See as I'm going. You cover here now. When you want to sharpen the other side now, you start from here. You sharpen to cover the whole surface again. That's zigzag movement. So at the end of the day, when you sharpen finish, you discover that you use all the surface of the stone. No place is left untouched. Therefore, systematically, logically, technically, the stone surface, or this stone surface will now be going down the same way, having the same level. A person of the same height stand here. A person of the same height stand here. When you measure their height, to be the same. It will be the same. Because the way you are sharpening your clipper, you don't stay permanent in one area. You don't stay permanent in the center. You don't stay permanent by the right hand side. And you don't stay permanent by the center like this. And you don't stay permanent at the upper like this, or you divide the stone into two, you stay permanent here. No. You don't stay permanent here. And you don't stay permanent by corner. You don't stay permanent by the center. Only using the center. You use the surface of, just look at this now. This one covers and you go off. You come back little like this. You go off, finish. You come back. You use the whole surface of the stone. That's how you go for one side. When you want to sharpen the other side too, you still go scissor movement to cover the whole surface. At the end of the day, you discover that you use all part of the surface of the stone. That is a professional way of using the stone, so that you will not lose the quality of the surface. That is why many people say it when you say, I want to sharpen your clipper with you. Are you around? You say, no. That stone is not good. That stone is not good. I don't throw it out. Just destroy my clipper blade after a month. The person doesn't know how to make use of the surface. He has getting the opportunity to see the good stone with better surface, but the way of using it, maintaining it, and that is why I'm saying, if you only depend on say you want to be sharpening like this, you can't know this work. This work is very simple. When you can follow the instruction, it is very simple. Once you get it right, no going back. You have to continue. But if you mistakenly get it right without getting the pattern, without getting the logic, you will lose control, because you won't know where to place your thumb on the back of the blade exactly. Like somebody asks me now, maybe somebody say, I want to give you 1 million naira now. What is that point? If you want to sharpen for one side, where are you going to place your thumb? When I'm sure, I will tell you, say it's like this now. No matter what you say, I will say it is here. I will have confidence in saying it. But if I'm not sure, I don't learn the job, and at the same time you don't have somebody to teach you, and you cannot do research by yourself, you'll be contemplating, doubting. If I say here, it may be here, you'll be confused. That is why I'm saying the work you are doing is supposed to get pattern, the way you are doing it. If I want to place my blade now, oh no, wait, let me clean it first. If I want to position my thumb, I have the way I calculated it. Let me show you now for you to understand it, for the advantage of the new viewers. This is the where the upper clipper blade is the front. This is where it stays at the back. Where is the center? Now this is the center of the blade. For no fool doesn't know how to sharpen, when you tell them, ask them where is the center of the blade, they will say it's here. They say it's there from here to here. This is the center. It's wrong in my own shop. It's wrong. When you place your hand at the back of this side sharpen, now you sharpen error. It will not work. The blade will, if you sharpen 100, it will not work. With my own stone, I'm saying, I don't say another person's stone. No. You know, anything I say applicable to my own shop. But this is the place where the upper clipper blade is staying. Let me show you so that I can be able to understand very well. See the back here now. This is the upper clipper blade. It stays here in the back. It stays here in the front. Let me remove it. It stays here in the back. It stays here in the front. Where the center? This is the center of the blade. When you turn it in this way, this is the center. Can you see? We have plenty area here. See the small area now, and we now call this one center. Systematically, logically, professional placing of the thumb is within this area. Once you get out of this area, you are going to sharpen rubbish. With thumb, you are going to sharpen rubbish. You divide it into 2 like this, then you still divide it into 4. You see it in this way. You divide into 2, you divide into 4. You see it in this way. Then where are you going to know where to position your thumb exactly so that there will be no error? Then from the center here, you now measure from here, this side here, to the center. You find the center here. This is where you place your thumb in this way. It will not get out of this. It will not touch this area. See the way I place it. You see it in this way. Then when you want to sharpen here, from this side now to the center, you calculate the center. This is the center. This is how you place your thumb. You see it, it will leave this place totally. You place it on top of this half area. You place it on top of this area. That is when you are sharpening for correct blade that use door. But if the blade carry error, you want to correct it, you calculate through the error you find. We are coming to that one. I have to explain the real one for you before we go into that, so that we do not be confusion. This system I'm showing now is for the blade they sharpen correct, or a new clipper blade use door. Nobody has sharpened it. They not brought it to you. This system you are going to use. But clipper blade are being sharpened by another person. Now, when you divide the surface into 3, see, let me check and well. You divide the surface into 3 now. Only this side is working, or only this side is working. Assuming, let's take here. Only here is working. This side is not working. The way you are going to place your thumb is different. You only place your hand in one place throughout the sharpening. And I will show you. Only one place you are going to place your thumb, not in 2 places. And how are you going to calculate? I will show you now. Let me come up again. Yeah, let me stay like this. This is the area that, okay, let me take this is the blade. This is the area that is working now. This sellotape area. This is the area that is working. Which means all this area are down. Let me still show you so that I can really understand before I start my tutorial. This side, this open side is not working. This side is not working. This bigger area is not working. Only this sellotape area is working. Then if you study the inner surface of the blade, that is where the work starts. We have started the tutorial now. You see, you will firstly test this blade. How do you want to test it? Because with ordinary eyes at times you may not see it. You now put the upper clipper blade. You put it on top of the bottom clipper blade. You now test it in this way. Let me tell you. Use the normal. I'm coming. This is the way to test. Watch carefully. You see the way I place it. I want you to sit very well. You see like this. You see like this. You sit in this way. You now let the mouth face each other. Attack as if say you want to skin the head, or you want to do shaving of the hair, or you want to draw pattern. This is how the setting is going to be. Zero gap. You now shift from one side like this to the other side. You do it like 1 minute or 45 seconds. You press it well. You see the way I'm shifting from side to side. You let the mouth close. Don't go up and down. Just close the mouth up. Then you begin to the shift. Then you make sure the clipper blades are clean. No oil there, no kerosene, no any chemical. Dry one. You clean it very well. You now start your testing. That is why I'm saying sharpening of the clipper blade, deal with sense, real sense. Once you don't know this thing, my brother, my sister, you're out of the road. You'll be only be rushing to know it. Those who is learning follow the protocol will now overtake you. And once they know it, no going back. They are moving forward because they have know everything surrounding the sharpening. But if you don't want to know everything surrounding the sharpening, you can't know it. When you get to study all these things very well, you will find that this work is very, very easy. Very, very easy to do. Once you understand the protocol, way of doing it, pattern of doing it, sit like this now. We'll now open it. When you open this surface now, look at the edge. Let me bring my pointer. Look at the edge of this blade. You see the, let me show it. You see the sign of saying something, rub something. You see it here. You see the sign here. Then you now discover that it's always this side that this. You see the sign from here to here. There's no sign there. That's stainless. See there, complete. Nothing touch them. Then this is the only area where you see the carbon. 1/3 of it, you see the carbon, which means this side and the upper clipper blade surface is touching here. 2/3 of it is not touching, which means you have contacted this type of error. 1/3 sided cutting error, which means when you divide the blade into 3, only 1/3 of it is cutting fine. Before the clipper blade door, or before they brought it to you, this 2/3 is not working. That is how you first test before you start your sharpening. So when you have started, you get this thing, you now ask the owner, how do you manage to get this kind of error there? The person may tell you the truth, say, true, I ain't sharpening now. I was the one that sharpening it, I was practicing, but I can't get it right. You won't first with the person now. So far, you know your work as well. You always to collect the money from the person. You know the logic you are going to use. You see, I sharpened one yesterday now. I started tutorial like this. Somebody brought the type, exactly. And the person, I used to collect 500 naira for one set. The person now put 700 naira there. He or she has known the type of blade he or she brought to me. I now check it. I tested it. I saw where the error is. I show it. When you watch, that's why I'm saying go and watch the previous tutorials. Then I now check it. Only one area I position my thumb at the back of the blade upper. I sharpen the finish. I check it's okay. Only one place at the back of the upper clipper blade and bottom clipper place. I position my thumb, sharpen it, and then I said confirm just once. It doesn't waste time at all. It's not up to 1 minute. I did it. But the person who sent the money at the blade thought this thing will give me a headache, the way it has done the clipper blade. But when you have the logic, it won't give you a headache at all. It won't give you stress at all. Now, this one, now you have tested it. That is the way to test. That is the way to test. You have seen the sign. 1/3 of the clipper blade surface having the carbon. That's the only area working. The 2/3 of it is having stainless, complete stainless, shiny stainless, which means the upper clipper blade and the bottom clipper blade are not touching at all. That is how you test. And for the surface of the stone, I've explained it. When you divide your stone into 3, then you are using one part. Mostly, it will bring this kind of error. You divide the stone into 3 like this. 1, 2, 3. You are using only one portion to sharp. You are consistent to only one side. You know who doesn't really know this thing very well, you will not know that it's a mistake later. But when you first started it, you are sharpening correctly. You may not even know at all that you are sharpening in the wrong way because the stone is new. The moment you continue sharpening, putting kerosene, the more you put kerosene, put oil, the more this one is chopping the surface of the blade at 90% ratio. This blade too is fighting back against the stone at the rate of 2%. So before you sharpen 100 set of clipper blade, this place is lower a little bit. You will not take your eyes to see, but it's a little bit lower than this 2/3 area. That is where many people don't know. Those things I'm explaining, hardly you can see person that will explain all these things for you on YouTube. Go and check other channels. The secret of sharpening, this is what I'm giving out. If somebody say want to learn the job, this is what he's going to learn. The moment you know it, you understand all. Once you know the clipper blade sharpening, you can't go back again. You'll be moving forward almost every day by day. Then the more you are practicing, the more the work getting to your hand. The more you do research, the more the work is becoming easier for you to do. You see now, you can get the problem through the surface of the stone. You can get the problem through the way you place your thumb. I will explain that one. Look at this blade now. Let me use this one exactly. Let me see the camera. Yeah, it's okay like this. Let me shift a little so that I can be able to see it clearly. Yeah. Some people want to sharpen clipper blade. They don't know where to place their thumb. You know, see this blade now, we are divided into 3 now. 1, 2, 3. Some people don't know where to place it. They just place it anyhow. He or she may not know. You just place it like this. Sharpen, 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 sharpen. Only one place, this area. Sharpen, 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 sharpen. Only this area. You check again, remain small, remain small. You apply the chemical. Only this area. Sharpen, 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 sharpen. You check again, remain small. Remain small. The person doesn't know how to check the inner surface. The more you are sharpening here, the more shining will be gathering here. The shining will continue to be shining. This area will not shine at all, or it may shine just partially. And the moment you can see plenty shining in this area that cover this 2/3 area, it doesn't cover here. This area is becoming a hill. This area is up. This area is getting 2/3 of it is getting down, because you place your thumb at the back of 2/3 of the blade here. Watch carefully. Let me see on the screen. Yeah, it's clear. The person doesn't have specific place of putting the hand. He did not calculate the area before he placed the thumb. He doesn't have the idea. So after the sharpening now, maybe that's the first time he's trying the sharpening, or he has been trying it. Sometimes he doesn't get it. I say one day, he or she is going to get out. Now put the thumb here. At the end of the day, for sharpening for the upper clipper blade too, almost the same area. When you now finish, now you put it on top. You now discover that when you divide the blade into 3 parts, the area you put your thumb at the back, that is only the area you are sharpening. This one has chopped almost 95%. 95% deep. This one carry 5% deep. So this area is ill. This one go up. From here to here is down. So you sharpen the same thing for the upper clipper blade. When you now put them to face each other, this area that is up directly to the area that is up on the upper clipper blade will now be a heel to heel. This one will be saddle area to saddle area. Clearance will now be here. In between the upper clipper blade inner surface and the bottom clipper blade inner surface, there will be clearance here. When you put paper inside it, it will occupy it. But when you reach it here, the paper will stop because there's no space in between the upper and the bottom clipper blade within this 1/3. But this 2/3 now, The blade cannot lay on each other very well, because this one goes inside, the other one goes inside. It has leave a space in between the two inner surfaces. It will not cut at all. It will not cut. Skin will not cut, middle skin will not cut, no cut will not work. But for this one, the 3 will work. When you close it up, it's going to skin the hair. It's going to give pattern. When you put it by the center, it's going to cut the middle skin. When you put it by the last setting to cut, no cut. This 1/3 of it will work fine. You see it? So from the thumb, that is how you can get it. When you place your thumb, you divide the blade into 3. You now use your thumb to cover 2/3 of it. You don't know, because you don't have somebody to teach you. You sharpen. Even some people do mistake. They put it by the center exactly. There is a way of putting the thumb by the center through clearing of error. You place your thumb by the center throughout, from beginning to the end. There's ways. Let's stop like that. Let me mix things together. We're still coming to that one. It's another tutorial. So for this one now, that one is another tutorial again. Don't let me bring confusion. We divide the blade into 3 now. We divide it into 3. The person want to sharp now, you cover the 2 portions like this. Error will come out. It will bring this exactly error. One side, 1/3 of the blade cutting well. You see it? So through the stone, you can get it. Through the thumb, like the placing of the thumb on the back of the blade, you can get it. Because what makes you to get this one through the thumb is that when you place it here, you are going up and down. You put chemical there, this one will be chopping. Excessive chopping. Excessive one, chopping. You go to and fro 30 times here, 10 times here, 15 times here, 10 times here, 5 times here. Say, it's okay now, because you don't know how to solid it, because the difference will be in the surface. But who don't know how to solid the surface will not even know what you call the inner surface study. You just want them together, test it, now discover that one side is working. Then now are you going to clear the error? That is 2 important things. You must know how to test to detect the error out, because this clipper blade was not sharpened in your presence. And who brought it to you as disguise the surface of the blade for you not to know that it was today sharpening it? Check very well. Who did it know what he has done on it? But for you not to overcharge him, or for you not to say, "Oga, take it away, I did not sharp." He now use the blade to rub the ground on the ground, or what do you call it, on the ground, where will they follow, where will they pass. You take it to rub the ground. After now, you now fix into the clipper engine. Now hold it down with little kerosene. It's going to wipe out that no sharpening there. It's going to wipe it off. Like say there's water on the surface of the windscreen of a motor. You now hold your wiper. It will wipe that present sharpening. It will wipe it off. After you leave it for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Now remove the blade again. You will now think that this clipper blade has been used for a month or 2 months. It will change the surface. It now brought it to you. You see in that way. Then how are you going to clear the error? You're supposed to now to test. I've shown you. Let me still remind you again how to test. It's very, very important. You must not forget about it. How to test. See the way I place it like this. Let me zoom back a little. All these things are very, very important. Very, very important. Even your own clipper blade, you may be checking before you sharp. You test in this way. You close the mouth up to test. You sit in this way. You can do it like when you nearly start. Do it like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, so that the sound will show where. You know, as a professor, and now when I just look now, I don't already, even if I open like this, I will know where it is. But as a learner, you do it plenty to let the sign show very well that even if you show a person who doesn't know how to sharp, say, this place, you don't rub them. You don't rub them for here. So it will show well. That is why I'm saying, if you want to practice, don't rush at all. What you're supposed to do, when you slowly do it, you understand it. After you become a master, now you can rush yourself up and do it fast. But in the beginning, you are learning, and you want to rush to learn. It's not possible. It's not possible. It's not done in that way. You have to do everything gently. Even you can handle only one clipper blade in a day. Only one clipper blade, slowly, until you get it right. Tomorrow, you get only one clipper blade, slowly, you get it. Before you do it like 5 times, you will just see under 1 hour, you begin to do it. Later, within 30 minutes, later 10 minutes, Later, now you can be under 1 minute you dey sharpen one clipper blade. That is how it goes. If somebody tell you sharpen your clipper blade, you will know it instantly. It's a big lie. Very, very big lie. I will teach you in a day and sharpen in a day. How do you want to do it? How do you want to do it? But when you know everything surrounding the something, you see it like this now. See the difference now. You see and say it show, but this one show fully, which means the sharpening clipper will very. If to say that type, no, only this place will show. From there, you know that it's 1/3 of clipper blade working fine. You sit in this, that's how you test. Then after you sharpen it, finish again, this is how you're going to test. Then your testing will now give you this kind of sign from left hand side. See this one now. From left hand side to the right hand side, the carbon will now full it, which means it has been sharpened correctly. You have corrected it. But the first one you sharpen, it will show carbon only here, 1/3 of it. Detecting the error out is the first one. Checking your sharpening you have done, is it correct or wrong again, is the second one you have done, which means it's okay. Then how are you going to place our thumb to correct the error? That is where we are going to now. How are you going to place where are we going to place our thumb so that this error will get out of the surface of the blade without wasting time, without putting another error there, without over chopping the blade? Consider many things in sharpening. No, don't say you want to sharp and condemn the whole blade. Some customers, before they bring clipper blade to you, they don't already examine it very well. This heel I'm saying, because many people don't understand. Look at this area. It's an heel. When you buy the clipper blade new, see here, it's an heel. Before some people will bring the clipper blade use, they will snap the picture inside. I'm telling you the secret. They will snap the picture inside. They will snap it in this way. See how the height is. Snap it here. Snap it here. Now snap it like this. Not direct like this. Like this. They will snap it. They will bend it down a little bit and snap it. Then the other side now, they will bend it down and snap it. They will now bring the clipper blade to you. They will now be watching how many height, how many feet, or how many height have you consumed in only one sharpening. When they see that the thing that's tall here, you now brought it to them and say, this line nearly finished. Hey, this oga dey consume blade o. Before I sharpen 3 times now, the blade is finished. The person will not come to you again unless there's no other person to sharpen like you. If there's no another person, he will still call you or she will still come. But if there's no somebody again that can do this thing the same way in a better way, they will not come to you again. Those are the, don't take it as if say it's not my own, just sharpen it anyhow, consume it anyhow. No, you need to consider the owner, consider the money you used to buy this thing, and consider of returning back to sharpen again from you. Now, this is the blade now. Let me set the camera very well. Let me set it well so that I can be able to sit well. What I want to do, can be able to sit very well. No, let me still go back a little. It's okay like this. This blade now is with error. You have tested it. It is confirmed that the blade carry error. How do you want to correct this error? Then which type of sharpening system you want to use method? That is what I'm saying. I have 2 different ways in sharpening the clipper blade on the stone. Divide the stone into 2, half for half, half for half, one style. Get me right. This is the first style. You position your blade at the angle of 45 degrees. Let me come to that one first. If you want to sharpen as a learner, you divide your stone. See where I place my pointer. This is 0, this is 180. When you put it upright like this, it's angle 90. When you divide it to 2, angle 45, you place it at the angle of 45 degrees here. You see the way I calculated it out now? That is why I'm saying anything you are watching here, I don't just do it. I work all this thing out through mathematics. I was a good mathematician when I was in secondary school. Good mathematician. So I work this same out with the help of mathematics. You see it in this way. I have drawn a protractor now. This is a protractor having 4 cardinal points. This angle 0, this angle 90, this angle 180, this angle 270. Let me zoom. Oh, you can't see it like this. I'm very, very sorry. Let me zoom in for you to see it. Let me zoom in for you to see. Oh, why is the kerosene in my hand? This is difficult at times. Very good. Very good like this. You see, This is a line from here. See my hand. This is a line. This angle 0. This angle 180. This angle 90. This angle 270. Watch oh. This is 0. This 90. This 180. This 270. This 0 plus 360. You see it here? So within this area to here is angle 90 degree. From here to here is angle 90 degree. You now divide 90 degree to 2 is 45 degree. This is how I managed to get the angle of 45 degree. For you to know that I don't just place my blade anyhow. I through the calculation I place it down on the stone. Not just I just want to sharpen, just place it anyhow. No. It's through the calculation. You see this is how I place it at the angle of 45 degree for upper clipper blade. This is the same way I place it at the angle of 45 degree for bottom clipper blade too. This is the system they are going to be using. Then I have two ways in sharpening the clipper blade. I divide the stone into two. I divide the blade into two for the first method. You sharpen this half within this half area. You sharpen this half within this half area. That's number one. Then the second one is zigzag movement. When you divide your blade into two, when you want to sharpen here, you use the whole surface of the stone. When you divide your blade into two, you want to sharpen the other side, you still use the same whole of the stone, the whole surface of the stone. For one side, you use the whole surface. For second side, you use the whole surface. Those are the two systems I'm using. You see it in that way. Now, this kind of error now, you want to correct it. Which type of method are you going to use? And then where are we going to place our thumb? Let's calculate it out now. Let me see the camera. That is very, very important one. Where are we going to position our thumb at the back of the blade? At the back of the blade, where are you going to place your thumb? This area is heel. This remaining area to third is saddle area. This is where you place your thumb. Only this place. Not like this, you only this place. Let me show you with the other side there. Only this place. You are going to be sharpening from beginning to the end. Then you will not be sharpening. When you first start, you can go like 40 times to reduce the height. Well. Then the subsequent one you are told to be going to like 10, 10, 5, 5, 10, 10, 5, 5. So that it will be coming down little by little to come and meet the level of this area. Because this area is up. And it cannot be chopped at once. But the first one you want to go, you go like 50 times. Like this one now, you go like 50 times. Zigzag movement to cover the whole of the zigzag movement to cover. You'll be going around the surface of the stone. You are sharpening only one side. You can't divide the stone into two. Only one side you are sharpening. You have to sharpen it to cover the whole surface. That is why I'm saying, if you don't want to listen to this or all this kind of explanation, how do you want to correct the error? And we have different type of errors. Soften them in different ways. They doesn't resemble each other. The error doesn't resemble how you are going to resharpen it to bring it back to normal. They are not the same. And you say you don't want to listen to this kind of tutorial. How do you want to sharp? Then when they bring a clipper blade with error for you, how you want to clear it? How do you want to know that the error is there? When you have known, how do you want to know the way to clear it out so that you bring it back to normal? You won't delay the customer. You won't waste your materials. At the same time, you won't over chop the blade. Those are the area I'm telling you that this work is technical, logical. It's by trick. It's by say when I sharpen clipper at time for some customer, they say just now maybe they have tried the clipper more than 4 hours without getting it right. They now bring it to me now. I first charge them, collect my money. Oga, this blade I will collect 1.5 for one, maybe 6. Oga, let us pay 1 to 1. Okay, bring the money. I collect my money, put in the pocket. Are you sure I don't do it by the grace of God? Then what they expect I'll be doing over 1 hour, 2 hours. I just cleared the whole fort for the 6 blade under 5 minutes, 10 minutes. They will not know the time. They will say, just now. What is the meaning of that one? Just now you do it. Just now you collect that big money from me. Because they think this thing is going to take you like 3-4 hours. Maybe only one blade now will take you like 1 hour. Second one, 1 hour. Which means you are going to collect it in the evening time. Just under 10 minutes, you sharpen the 6 blade. It will be a surprise to them. Because you know where to place your thumb. You know where to sharpen that will not give you error. You know where to sharp that can bring error. You know where to place your thumb if you want to clear the error out. You know how to work on your stone to defend the error, not to bring the error out. when you get a good stone, you know how to do it very well. Just like person who have a new motor car, who has been using car before, now buy new one. You know the time to service the motor, to check the oil, to check the fluid, to check the tire. In fact, the motor will be like new one for 10 years. But who doesn't know anything? But tire go down, he doesn't know until the one tire go inside bush. You see? So that is why I'm saying sharpening of clipper blade is with sense. And once you get to know all this thing I'm saying, from one calculation where you still think on your own, you can be able to tell when it's happened like this is how I'm going to do it. That is research. You don't depend only on what I'm teaching you. When you see the video I'm doing, you watch it, then you go back to the old ones, then you still have promise that tomorrow I'm still coming back again. That is why I subscribe and press the notification button. That notification button will give you the reminder. Immediately I start tomorrow, you on your phone, the message will come to you, say, Master BSM, don't start, the live is on. But when you don't subscribe, you don't press the notification button, you will not know. Then when you happen to see, watch one video how I explain and clear the error, you saw the second one, your sense will be telling you, say, if the error be in this way, how would I clear it? That's research on your own. From there, you'll be thinking that, small time now, I will be doing all these things very well. And when the tutorial come, or you may even call me and say, okay, if the blade doesn't work in the center, how are we going to clear it? Some people do call me, they send to me through WhatsApp. Some people snap their clipper blade. See how I sharpen your guy. This one is working, this one is not working. Don't clean the inside, just test it, finish, and snap it like that. Send it to me. What to do next, I will tell you. I may take even use to do tutorial so that you know the way to clear it out. That's only the best way you can get to know this one. And once you have understood all these explanations, no, it won't give you a headache. It's somebody who don't know where to place the tongue. That is where the problem is. You don't know how to use the surface of the stone. That is where the problem is. Then counting of to and fro. You sharpen here, you want to sharpen here. Anything you do for here, you repeat the same thing for here. But not in the case of clearing the error. Here is up. All this one is lower area. This is only the place you are going to place your thumb. This in area is that area you are bringing down to come and mimic the level of this area. And once it reaches the level of this area, you stop it. You now start your freshing work. You sharpen here. Or once you stay here, when it reaches the area of this one, you stop it. It's going to work fine. It's going to work fine. So I'll show you now. You see this where you place your thumb. Only this place. Nothing more. Then when you first counting large number like 30 times, 40 times, the rest one will be small number. So that when you sharpen, let me just put the test now. This area you want to place the thumb now, you place it, or this is the area that you want to bring down. You place it here like this. You now go to and fro, see like this, to and fro to sharpen. You continue like you first do 40 times. You now check. You can see that this area is still all. The stone doesn't touch here at all. That 2/3 of it doesn't touch it. Only this area is touching. You see, you know it was 40 times before. You now reduce it to 20. That's 20 times now. You see the check again. You see the same place, but it's going down. The same place, so you see, put your thumb there. You see, open your this is still, but it's trying to migrate here, which means the work is getting to be done. It is that time you now reduce your counting. You understand it now? Before the first one 40, second one 20, but you now discover that the heel area is disappearing, trying to join with the level of here. You reduce your counting to 5. You now go there. You not press too much. Because you are trying to correct error. If you press too much, this place too may be lower than this area again. That's another problem. That is sharpening and watch. As you sharpen this, you watch immediately. You calculate it. You study the inside. You check. It's okay like this. Immediately you balance up. You don't do. You just stop like that. Then you take the other clipper, baby. As you have studied the two, at times the problem may not be on this upper clipper. They don't usually get fault. Sometimes you don't usually get fault unless you don't know how to sharpen clipper blade at all. Now error come through this one. It is this one that mostly used to get error. The bottom clipper blade. It is this one mostly. Before you see 1 for this one, you don't see 20 for this one. Because this one, people believe this one have power, they apply much pressure on it. This one is not hard to sharp. People don't used to apply much pressure on this one, but this one, they really mean it. When they place their thumb like this, they will be throwing. I've seen some people sharpening. Even when I go to some salon, when there was time I have chance, when I go to and buy something, I just buy some stuff. See them sharpening the way. I don't just tell them they are not, I'm not to sharp, but I'll just be looking the way they sharp. Pressing anyhow. If I thought the blade is going to work, the part they are going to waste inside is too many. You sharpen with sense. Just brush it little to remove that carbon, to remove the dullness on the surface of the blade. Bring it back to normal. Don't chop excessively, lightly. And that is the problem with the sharper. If you learn sharper, you don't have a good teacher, you'll be wasting blade. You know, it's the machine rolling. Machine is rolling, chopping the iron. You are still moving your hand on it, chopping the iron in 2 directions. Then if you don't have a good teacher to teach you, when they bring a new clipper blade for you, just one sharpening, you can nearly finish the whole blade. You can nearly finish it. That is why you need to know this one well. You know sharper well. You know the way to. This one is just the same system with sharper. I mean manual sharper. Just the same. The same way. The only difference that is there that the disc is rolling. It's revolving round. Either you place blade on it like this, it's going to chop. Then you are still moving your hand. That's 2 in 1. But for this one, the stone is stationary, staying in one place. You only move your thumb up and down. That is the only difference that is there that I can see. So let me still remind you again. This 1/3 sided cutting blade, you can get the error through the placing of thumb like this to cover 2/3 of the back of the blade. You can contact the error through that. Then when you divide your stone into 3 like this, you are using only one side to sharp. Always you'll be getting this kind of error. Then when the clipper blade is brought to you like this, the sharpening somewhere else before, they now brought it to you. Those are the 3 ways. Then how are you going to clear the error? How are you going to test? Is by placing the blade on top of each other like this. You test. So anywhere you see the carbon, that is the plate that is touching. Anywhere there's no carbon, there's no attach there. There's a space there. That's how you test. Then after the sharpening, that the same thing you see testing that way, but this carbon will fill all the inner surface of the upper and the bottom clipper blade for say it is good. It has been sharpened well. Then how are you going to clear the error? You place your thumb. I'll put the sign here. This is the area that is working. It is that area you are going to place your thumb, nothing more. Don't try those. It is only the area you are going to place your thumb. When you count like 30, 40 times for the first one, the subsequent one will be a lower number, like 5 times, 4 times. You now be checking. You sharp, you check, you sharp, you check. Don't go longer because it may over chop again. You go like 5 times, you check. 4 times, you check. 3 times, you check. 2 times, you check until it balance up. Once it balance up, you stop it. You take the upper clipper blade, you do it, balance up, you stop it. You test now. It will not give you correct line to fill the whole surface. Which means you have sharpened it correctly. That is the only way you can sharpen that area. You won't touch this area at all. You will not place your thumb on it at all. The moment you place your thumb on it, you are still creating another error. It will be going down again. You are trying to reduce here, try to bring this one down again. So you are still in the same position. This place is up, this place is down. Out of this height now, you do small. Out of this saddle area, you put more hole there. That is why I say only here. You'll be reducing only here. Only here, bringing the level down. Inside, this is inside, you are bringing down. It's up. This one is down. So you are bringing the level, this one, bringing it down, bringing it to one, make the level of this area. That's only the best way you can do it. Then, next tutorial coming is how are you going to know whether your clipper blade is dull? How are you going to know whether your clipper blade is dull? What do I mean by dull? Let me show you this one now. Look at this one now. The whole surface is flattened. It's working fine like this. How do you want to know that this clipper blade is dull? Need to be resharpened again? That should be next tutorial. To be next tutorial by the grace of God. Or we still have many errors. Oh, you can come with error, but be expecting valuable tutorial after this one again. That is why I'm saying, when you subscribe to the channel, you press the notification button, you to put it in mind that I'm still coming back to watch again. I'm ready to come back again to give another better tutorial, different from the one we have done in the past, different from this one we've just finished now, different one I'll be bringing, so that you know everything pertaining to the sharpening of the clipper blade, you know everything pertaining to the sharpening of the stone, you know everything pertaining to the maintenance of the stone, you know everything pertaining to the maintenance of the blade, how you can maintain your tongue, because person can get injury. So I will still give logic on that one. We are going to do tutorial. When some people newly start, they will carry injury here many times. Injury. Let me see. Okay, the camera can pick it. Here like this, injury. And once you develop injury here, it may take up to a month before you can sharp again. How can you be sharpening without error? Then this one now being my years now don't plenty. Oh, no injury free. So you have to know the way to activate yourself. We should do tutorial on that one. So we are stopping here for now. So till tomorrow again by the grace of God. So make sure if you have not subscribed, subscribe now. So that the moment I come on live, I don't have any specific time. If I put 10 o'clock in the morning, I may come by 2 o'clock. If I put 2 o'clock in the morning and in the afternoon time, I may come around 11 in the morning. I do many works here, about 6 works I only me doing. So that is why I don't have specific time. Not that I'm taking it to suffer people. No. That is the nature of my work. That is why I enjoy most of the tutorial in the night. All the one I'm doing in the afternoon time, if I also pay, if I say I want to use like 30 minutes, to be up to 40, because another customer will come and disturb. But in the evening like this, I get time, only me in the studio. But in the afternoon time, different customers will come and I have to attend to them. So when I put notification say by tomorrow afternoon 2 o'clock, don't follow that 2 o'clock. Oh. The next thing is for you to subscribe, and it's only once. When you have subscribed before, it's only one time. Don't subscribe again. It's only one time. If you have not subscribed before, you subscribe, because when I say 2 o'clock, the tutorial may come by 11 in the morning. You will not know. And that to 2 o'clock now, you really open your phone, you want to watch the tutorial now, you have discovered that the tutorial has been done. It will pain you. But when you subscribe to the channel MasterBYstep TV, you press the notification button. The moment I come on live, the notification, the film set will come to you. The film is going to show itself to you. Say, the live has started. If you want to join, you join. If you don't want to join, you peg it till another time you get chance. You see? Then put it in mind again. By the grace of God, I'm still coming back to watch, because I'm still ready to give another one. And those are the things you gather together to make your own senses. Nothing more. There's no juju in it, no magic. When you get to know it, you understand what I'm saying. This work is very, very easy to know. But if you don't follow the protocol, it's the most hardest work in the barbing salon. People fear this stone. Many barbers fear this stone. Has there? Throughout the world, many barbers, white men, many fear them. Black men, many fear them. Indian people, many fear them. Me, we are no come fear, now come pack them plenty. They use them free of charge. This means I don't capture them. You see how? So that is why if you follow my instructions, by the grace of God, you are going to sharpen clipper blade by yourself. And once you know it all. No going back. So we call it a day.